Okay, all right. So hopefully everybody's doing good. Everybody's still alive, right? It is August the 3rd. I know I haven't been on for a while, but I'm finally back on and, had to take care of some things. Not just that, but just looking at I was doing some extra work as well. And now I have some free time back on and also, you know, following all these patterns and all these things that are happening. Okay, so let's get started. This one is called Cultural Revolution is here. What will you do? All right. Let's go over it first off. All right. So we know we had the Black Lives Matter that happened on was it May 25th? I want to say it happened on May 25th, where George Floyd got killed, right? And I have to tell you, from the beginning, I was totally for Black Lives Matter. I still am, the hashtag Black Lives Matter, and obviously, support African American people and the way they're treated. However, I don't know if you visited the Black Lives Matter site. Okay, there's two differences. Okay, there's Black Lives Matter, in general, people, right? That's what I support. And then there's Black Lives Matter, the organization. Now, when I went into it, I started to read their beliefs, their ideologies, their beliefs, and I am not for it. I'm sorry, I'm not for it. I researched their founders. You can research the founders. I'm gonna put all the information in the description box. Okay. Their founders are Marxist. They outright want the eradication of the United States. They don't want it to be like, capitalism, earning your way, things, they want the abolishment. I'm sorry, I'm not for that, okay? I'm not for that. I am a history teacher. I know what communism is, what Marxism is. It's a great ideology here, but in real world, as I had a discussion with somebody who lived through it, he told me that, it doesn't work in the real manifestation because people want, power, They want to distribute the money equally, but it just never turns out. See Venezuela, what's going on right now, okay? And why many Cubans are coming in. All right, so we had the protests, right? First it started with protests, then it started with riots. Once we got to the riot section, guys, I already knew, okay, what is really the agenda behind this? That's when I started questioning the narrative, okay? When I started seeing that, when you started seeing, people, by the way, 30 people have died. 30 people have now died as of today's date from the protests and the riots, okay? To me, they're rioters now. Peaceful protesting is one thing, but when you destroy, when you're vandalizing, when you're breaking down statues, when you're firebombing churches and you're attacking people who are praying, they've attacked Catholics, they've attacked Christians, I'm sorry, that's violence, sucker punching people who support Trump, whether they're white or anything, even black people. A black guy got stabbed a couple last week or 2 weeks ago. They set up a Chaz, an autonomous zones. They've been trying to do that more. They had to shut one down this past weekend in Austin, Texas. I'll also put a link in the description box as well. Alex Jones, they gave information to him and he was able to expose it. And people were out there ready. They're like, you guys going to try to make something happen? We're going to be ready for you, okay? So we've gotten to the riots portion. Now, you may think the riots are done. They're not done, okay? The riots are continuing. So just keep that in mind, okay? Just because you don't see it on TV doesn't mean it's not happening. If you're on Twitter, you know what's going on a daily basis, okay? I would highly recommend that you follow Andy No, NGO, on Twitter, or maybe he has a website and he updates basically what's going on. He's a real journalist who's down there all the time. And he fears for his life because if they find out where he's at, they will hurt him physically, okay? He's a gay journalist who, exposing what's really going on. And Antifa hates him, Antifa and Black Lives Matter. All right, so now we're into the next phase, okay? So we've gone through protests, peaceful protesting, then it turned into riots, right? Now we have, the majority of people, a lot of them, when I see the videos, are not even black people. They're like white, they're white people have guilty consciences. I don't know what's going on with them. I'm like, dude, do you have any idea that if these Marxists, specifically, I'm talking about like Black Hebrews, people who follow Farrakhan, people who believe like Black nationalism, things like that. I'm like, do you understand that they're gonna crush the white people that they expect you to be their slave? Like you, you're so stupid. You're a useful idiot, basically. Okay, like why would I support something and I know I'm gonna be a slave, right? That is their ideology. I'm not saying all Black Lives Matter. I'm saying a good portion of them have that ideology. Okay, look at Nick Cannon. Okay, that's a perfect example. Nick Cannon. Those type of things. That's what they believe in. They believe that actually they believe two. The majority of them believe two things: the white people are going to be their slaves, and you know um, they're going to get money from white people. Okay, that leads me to the next thing: extortion. So now we're seeing extortion from these Black Lives Matter groups. All right. Like I said, there's different Black Lives Matter groups, not all of them. Okay, the peaceful protesting, I'm all for it, guys. But don't get crazy and start trying to extort money from people. Now you're in the mafia realm, all right? Well, the extortion, this has been going on in San Francisco more so, and now in Oregon, things like that nature. Well, now it's spreading. And there was a story. The reason why you don't hear about it is because most people are going along with it. So they don't want to cause a ruckus. They're afraid that their businesses are going to be burned, thrashed, broken windows. They're bowing down to this ideology, this fringe ideology. Okay, and once again, I'll put the BLM belief. So one of the things, guys, that I disagree with the BLM belief is the eradication of the nuclear family. Okay, they don't want the man to be the head of the household. In other words, they want single families. I'm sorry, but that's statistically it doesn't go well for a community when you only have one person as the head of the family in terms of like single person, right? And so that's something that I was I'm definitely against that. And like I said, I'm going to put everything in the description box once I'm done. Okay, so we have a situation where these Cubans, I believe it's back east, I think it's in New York, they a group of about like 12 to 15 different 12 to 15 different stores bowed down to these BLM group, and they basically made demands of them. They said, "Oh, you got to put our sticker on your store, and these are a list of things that you must do. You must do, otherwise, bad things might happen to you. Bad things might happen to your store. Well, many of them did bow down to it. Okay, they did bow down to it. They okay, we'll have what is it like where they have what's racism, and they have people come in and tell everybody, if you're white, shame on you. 23% must be, black employees. I mean, making demands that it's just like, what? Okay, well, thankfully, this one Cuban, he stood up and he said, no, this is not, this is socialism, what you're pushing. Okay, that's exactly why I left Cuba. He was 18 years old when he came here, and now he owns his own businesses, and they want to shut him down because, once again, cancel culture, all right? Cancel culture. And it's so ironic, he's an immigrant. He was an illegal immigrant. He became legal. He's a success now, and they want to shut him down, okay? Just shows you where they're at. They only care about their agenda and where they're headed, okay? So if you think you're going to go along with it, you're going to get away with it. You have something else coming to you, all right? They're gonna get you, okay? They're gonna get you either way, all right? Cancel culture eats its own. The left eats its own all the time, all right? So if you want to go with that, hey, go ahead. But I told you, when you get eaten, you remember the words that I spoke to you, okay? So anyways, he's standing up, and now many Cubans are going and supporting him now. They're standing up for him. They're saying, look, we're not down with this, okay? And now many Cubans are, starting to rally around him. People are rallying, guys. That's another thing I want to mention. People are rallying. The silent majority is waking up. They're becoming the loud majority, including me. And they're waking up and they're realizing, if I don't fight now in this cultural war and we lose, I'm going to look in the mirror and say, what? What did I do? Nothing. I just sat around and just said, woe is me. Well, they will come for you, guys. They're going to people's houses now. I was just looking at a video this morning. They're going to, they're even going to Democrats' houses. If they don't feel it's enough for them, they will come to your house, okay? Now, they come to my house, they're going to have a surprise because I have my whole neighborhood behind me, man. I've already organized my whole neighborhood. It's called the Neighborhood Response Team. So they come after me, man. All right. All I do is just got a text. One text. And all my neighbors come out to defend me. Okay? That's all I got to do, man. So, you want to roll up? You want to try to roll up? Okay, dude. We'll see how that works out for you. You'll be outnumbered, my friend. You'll be outnumbered. Nobody's going to roll up on me like that. Anyways, so moving along. In Minneapolis, the police are now advising. Once again, I'm going to put all this in the description. They're advising you. Cooperate with the criminals. Give them your keys and your phone and your wallet. I kid you not, man. I'm just like, oh man, this is what they're gonna install, okay? Is that they want to defund the police, right? You want to defund the police? Okay, who is going to replace them? Social workers? Well, guess what? These social workers are going to be morality police. And if you do not go along with them, you'll be fired. Those are the first things, right? They'll tax you more, maybe have you pay reparations. And then finally, when they're all done with that and you have nothing else to give, yeah, they'll probably take your house, raid your whole family. Oh yeah, those are the things coming, guys. These people are violent, okay? These people are violent when they don't get their way. They are crying babies children who never were disciplined at home, never spanked, never disciplined. I believe in spanking. And so now we're seeing that. We're seeing the result of all these soft parents. We're seeing the results right now. These people are lunatics. I mean, I don't know if you guys seen these videos, man, but these are insane. These people are going off the rail, and it's time for people to rise up. So the silent majority needs to become the loud majority. We need to stand up. We need to stand up. I'm sorry. There's no two ways about it anymore. I wanted to just sit back and say, I'm just going to vote. Obviously, I'm voting for now. I'm not voting for the man who kneeled down to BLM, who took a knee. That's Joe Biden. Look up that picture. Took a knee for BLM. I know where it's already going. He's not going to control them, guys. He's not going to control them. He's going to let them run rampant on our country. And if that goes down, wow. But I already have plans for that. So you guys want some, I already have plans. If that goes south, our country will really be different. I think it's going to be different either way, by the way. But it'll really be different if that goes down, okay? If Biden wins. So you obviously know who I'll be voting for. I'm not voting for Joe Biden. I love my country. 2020, and in 2020, anything can happen. An Antifa member, he threw a large projectile object, basically as a mini bomb, at the federal courthouse in Portland, I believe it's Portland. And guess what? He got outed by his grandma because she was a Trump supporter. That was so classic. Now, two things. Obviously, she must have felt bad that this guy was involved in this and going against, our country, right? Her grandson. But she did the right thing, and she turned in her grandson because he was creating havoc. You know, now he had a past, and you know, apparently he had done stuff before, and she trusted him that he was doing the right thing, that he was peacefully protesting. Of course, he wasn't. You know, she saw him and on the media, and she turned him. Good for her. Good for her. You know, hopefully he learns his lesson. Sometimes you learn a lesson when you're behind bars, right? Oh, a big one. You know, a big one is these doctors. I don't know if you saw this. These doctors got shut down on YouTube and Facebook a couple of weeks ago. I want to say it's 2 weeks now. And they came out. They had like this doctors, I don't know, white doctors. No, it's not white doctors. White coats, you know, meaning because they wear the white coats. On Capitol Hill or something like that. I don't know his name, something. And they came out, they basically said hydroxychloroquine works, you know, it works. And this one doctor, this African American doctor in specific, she basically went on about how she had 350 patients and all of them survived using HCQ, okay? And, you know, she's like, look, it's a perfect record of, you know, HCQ working with me. Well, you know, they shut that down quickly. 17 million people saw it on Facebook, and they shut that down quickly. Okay, I'll put the link. The link is in banned video. You can see the actual video. It's see it for yourself. You know, banned video. So it has a lot of videos where you can get, and you know, they're not obviously it's called banned video because a lot of the videos there are banned. Okay, but you can see for yourself. These are doctors who, yes, you know, real doctors, not holistic doctors or anything like that. You know, they got their degrees and everything. And many doctors are now stepping up and, you know, saying, you know what, this is a giant hoax. Not saying that COVID's a hoax, saying that we could shut this down easily, which with HCQ, you know, but the media doesn't want to go along with that narrative because they want the country to shut down and be in economic peril so they could blame it on Trump. Okay. All right. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. It's about 17 minutes now, and I'm going to put all the information in there. I'll put up another video in a little bit as well, talking about how procrastination saved the day. All right, guys. Be good and decide what you're going to do, because I've decided to fight. That's what I've decided for my family. If I don't fight, man, I won't be able to look at myself in that mirror. See that mirror? I will not be able to look at myself in the mirror and say, you know what, you did everything possible to help, you know, fight against this this evil form of control that these people want to bring in. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm American, and I love my country, and I'm going to fight. We still can do it, guys. We still can do it, but we need people to go out there and raise their voices, alert people, alert your family members, because everything counts. Everything counts. All right, love you guys. Have a great day.